Ladies and gentlemen, I now declare open the 2021 UCC Academy graduation.
Our Heavenly Father, we pause this morning to thank you for your love and your mercies towards us. We thank you for these students who have been successful even during this pandemic. They had challenges, but they fought through and they are successful. I want to give you thanks for them and for those who supported them during this time. Thank you for their teachers and all who have to do with them. We ask your special blessing and guidance on this program today and pray that all will be done to your name's honor and glory. We seek your help and we seek your strength. Thank you for your love and thank you for your mercies. We pray in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Good morning, members of the UCCA Board of Directors, Professor Bernadette Warner, Chair, Mrs. Laura Butler, Dr. Charlene Ashley, Dr. Cecil White, Mr. Robert Miller, and Ms. Sonja Sims, Directors. Acting Principal Director of the UCC Academy, Mr. Everton Price, JP. Vice Principal of the Academy, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson. Programs Manager and Graduation Coordinator in the UCC Academy, Mrs. Patricia Perry. Chaplain of the UCC, Pastor Samuel Lewis. Esteemed guest speaker, the Honorable Robert Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Distinguished graduates, parents, guardians, UCCA faculty and staff members, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings as President of the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. I wish to offer warm congratulations to the graduates of the UCC Academy assembled this morning for this graduation ceremony, and to their parents, guardians, families, and friends. You should remember this proud and exciting day for the rest of your lives. In these unusually challenging times, shaped and impacted by the yet continuing global coronavirus pandemic, I salute you, the 2021 graduates of the Occupational Associate Degree Program, the Career Advancement Program, and the Diploma Program of the UCC Academy in taking on the demands of these technical and training programs and in persevering to the stage of success. The UCC Academy shares with the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean the practice of disruptive innovation on the part of an institution that is constantly seeking innovative ways to broaden access to high-quality tertiary education in Jamaica. During the past 5 years, the UCCA's investment in facilities for teaching and training, adaptive technology, such as online delivery of content and classes, student life, and new programs of study have shown that it is possible, despite the odds, to push the boundaries in realizing the dreams of committed students who can create positive change in our country, if not the world. Jamaica awaits the contribution of today's graduates of the UCC Academy in playing your part in revolutionizing human health care, in rethinking business processes and implementing effective logistics policies, in growing the business process outsourcing industry, and in working towards overcoming some of the challenges associated with climate change. I know that this year's graduation ceremony is perhaps not exactly what you pictured or hoped it would be. I nevertheless hope that you will take this moment to celebrate all that you have learned and achieved, and to realize how adaptable and resilient you have proven yourselves to be. You may have learned or heard before that repeated thoughts lead to actions, which create recurring habits, generating character and forging your destinies. It is also my hope that the foundation you have built for your character during your learning and training at the UCC Academy will serve you for the rest of your lives. The year 2020 to 2021 will be the yardstick against which you will measure many of the challenges that life will throw your way in the future. Based on your achievements at the UCC Academy, you will doubtless meet those challenges as they come. Congratulations, UCC Academy graduates, and best wishes from the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean.
Principal of the UCC Academy, Mr. Everton Price, JP. Vice Principal of the Academy, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson. Program Coordinator in the UCC Academy, Mrs. Patricia Perry. Distinguished Speaker, the Honorable Robert Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, other distinguished guests, staff and faculty of the UCC Academy, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Michael Parker. I'm Vice President, Investments and Records Management at Guardian Life Limited. I bring you greetings on behalf of the executive, management, and staff of Guardian Life. Warmest congratulations to all graduates of the class of 2021. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives when you are being justly rewarded and recognized for the sacrifices you and your family have made towards achieving your higher education academic qualifications. Today marks a new step in your journey of success as you celebrate yet another feat in your academic pursuits. As you embrace the new status that your newly minted qualifications have bestowed upon you, I encourage you to embrace the responsibilities that come with it, giving due recognition to the fact that you are part of a distinguished group of Jamaicans who have been trained to think globally while operating within a local context, so that ultimately you will contribute towards nation building from a position grounded in theoretic and practical world-class principles. In addition to the graduates, let me congratulate the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean for developing world-class programs deeply entrenched in your motto, fostering leadership and innovation. Serendipitously, or by design, your motto is aligned to some of the core thematic principles of the Guardian Group, which also embraces regional initiatives related to leadership and innovation. Currently, we have partnered with the United Nations University of Peace to identify suitable candidates across the region for a global leadership diploma scholarship. Its primary focus is on rewarding persons who are currently undertaking or who wish to undertake a project that is aligned to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and seeks to impact the world in a positive manner during these very difficult times. We believe such a program would be of significant value for your graduates, as it would provide the perfect platform for them to implement some of their key learnings from your academic programs. As we salute you, members of the graduating class of 2021, let us be reminded of a statement by actor Tom Hanks. The future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done, who celebrate all of your achievements, we are certain of one thing on this day: you will not let us down. I therefore extend you a message of hope and positivity, that you will dream big and play your part in advancing the welfare of Jamaica so that it will take its rightful place, not just in the Caribbean, but on the world stage, on which it continues to make an indelible mark. Thank you, and God's richest blessings to you all.
President of the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, Professor Dennis Gale. UCC Academy Vice Principal, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson. UCC Academy Programs Manager and Graduation Coordinator, Mrs. Patricia Perry. UCC Chaplain, Pastor Samuel Lewis. Mr. Michael Parker, Vice President for Investments, Guardian Life Jamaica Limited. Valedictorians all, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is my deepest honor and privilege to be able to present to this august class of 2021 graduates of bright, passionate, and ambitious young learners the 2021 Principals Report. I'm equally honored and privileged this morning to share this platform with our guest speaker, the Honorable Robert Nestor Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth, and Information, who I have no doubt will be challenging in his address to you. As I review the work of the Academy for the period 2017 to 2020, I am energized and encouraged at the expansive potential of today's graduates, who are now preparing themselves to literally take on the world. They have reached a milestone in their lives and are earnestly looking forward to new challenges. As such, there is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that the educational foundation, training, social skills, etiquette, and character development honed in you, the graduates, association with the UCC Academy, makes me extremely confident that each and every one of you can and will indeed be quality citizens of the world. So despite being in the post of acting principal director of the Academy for all of 6 months, and in spite of the challenges we continue to face, I am indeed grateful for the opportunity today
to not only present my report, but to also celebrate the successes and remarkable achievements of the UCC Academy during the period under review. Joining in today's celebration are the parents and guardians of the class of 2021 graduates who have supported their children and loved ones with unfailing and selfless love, and the educators and faculty members who have worked and continue to work passionately and tirelessly in leading and nurturing our students, ensuring their total development. Looking ahead, we in the UCC Academy are committed to renewing ourselves each day to ensure our students are lifelong learners who are equipped for the 21st century with the requisite skills of decision-making, problem-solving, critical thinking, and creativity. Members of the class of 2021, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to report that over the 3-year period 2017 to 2020, the UCC Academy registered 673 students in the Career Advancement Program, CAP, the Occupational Associate Degree Program, OAD, the Early Career Advancement Program, ECAP, and the Diploma in Business Administration Program. Despite the prevailing economic climate, 67% of students completed their respective programs. Over the 3-year period of this report, furthermore, 8 cohorts of students registered in the Diploma in Business Administration program. And this program, I'm very happy to report, has consistently produced high numbers of completion and certificate rates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is fair to say that at the UCC Academy, we are unrelenting in our effort to equip our students to meet the changing needs of the society and aim to cultivate a culture of excellence. In the Academy, furthermore, faculty has the license to try new initiatives and to develop the multiple intelligences of our students. In short, the UCC Academy is about the business of expanding the kingdom of the mind. We therefore regard among our major accomplishments in the period under review the 42% and 18% of cohorts 1 and 2, respectively, of the OAD programs who are now fully, gainfully employed. And the reason why the evidence shows that only 18% of cohort 2 OAD students are now fully employed is due to the fact that a number of the students in this cohort chose to enroll in other tertiary institutions like the University of Technology, the Caribbean Maritime University, and various overseas universities. In changing lives and building characters, then, we in the Academy place great emphasis on protocol and etiquette training, stackable credentials, customer service, entrepreneurship, and project management. And all along the way, we have sought to foster a close bonding between students and staff through sporting activities, such as the memorable football match in 2018. Of course, none of these accomplishments were achieved in the absence of challenges, such as our physical move from our Oxford Terrace location to the present Worthington campus, precipitated by the dramatic and unexpected entrance of the COVID-19 pandemic and the urgency in devising strategies and stratagems to deliver successfully courses and content. Indeed, the foregoing is all but a small sampling of our achievement as we continue in the Academy our mission of providing access to quality vocational education and training to meet the needs of the fast-emerging fourth industrial revolution and forming young leaders for leadership. If we have learned anything as administrators over these past 3 years, it is that the overwhelming majority of the youths of Jamaica are eager to gain higher education and training, despite their difficult circumstances, and that there are equally many young adults and mid-career workers who want to continue tertiary education but are unable to do so because they cannot matriculate. But in the midst of these challenges, the UCC Academy, since its establishment in 2015, has been providing aspiring young Jamaicans with the opportunity to access tertiary education, which allows them to be promoted on the job and to be equipped to seek higher paying jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, as we look ahead, the UCC Academy is now focused on building out the new and revised, fully grant-funded integration K-13 sixth form pathway program, which presently offers the opportunity for all 2021 students completing grade 11 to transition to grade 13 along 3 pathways: traditional, technical, and general, leading to an occupational associate degree or a National Vocational Qualification of Jamaica certification. Since October 2020, we have been offering courses in this new paradigm in logistics and supply chain management, business process outsourcing, allied health care, renewable energy, construction site management. Throughout this process, students receive career counseling designed to assist in identifying a career path and to select the corresponding program and courses to attain these career goals with the right skills. This access to higher education and vocational skill development creates opportunities for high-quality jobs and inclusive, gainful employment. In the technologically driven global economy in which we live, and in light of the coronavirus pandemic, classes at the UCC Academy are delivered 100% online on the Moodle platform and by the 24-hour digital educational UCC TV channel on the Ready TV digital platform. This modality provides students with access to live classes on Zoom, coupled with live or on-demand one-on-one tutorial sessions, and will remain the standard for flexible learning, even beyond the pandemic era. By this creative and dynamic educational infrastructure, we aim to increase our student enrollment and community to 3,000 in the next 24 months. The leadership of the Academy recognizes that post-secondary education in Jamaica is a highly dynamic landscape, and that the Academy must continue to achieve modest growth while providing strong leadership, a student-centered focus, meaningful community relationships, and innovation in teaching, training, and learning. In closing, on behalf of the management and staff of the UCC Academy, I hope I have provided you with a glimpse of what the last 3 years has meant for our staff, faculty, students, governing body, as well as our broader university community. We are expanding the kingdom of the mind of our valuable students because they are a critical component of sustainable economic growth and legitimate business development in Jamaica and the region. I wish to thank the Executive Chairman of the UCC Group of Companies, Dr. Winston Adams, for his guidance and advice over the years. My Vice Principal of the Academy, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson, for her quality support. The Programs Manager, Mistress Patricia Perry, past and present faculty and staff and past principals, and representatives of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, as well as our Chief Financial Officer and staff of the bursary for their invaluable contribution in helping the Academy to succeed in its mission. So, graduates, we hope today will not signify the last of your association with the UCC Academy. Let us hope that the class of 2021 will be the first to establish the UCC Academy Alumni Association and or the UCC Academy Support Group. We love you, and we wish you all well in your future endeavors.
This afternoon, the pleasure is mine to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest speaker this afternoon is Robert Nestor Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, formerly a Senator and Parliament Secretary of the Office of the Prime Minister between May 2019 and August 2020. Between 2016 and May 2019, Minister Morgan was the Director of Communications at the Office of the Prime Minister. Minister Robert Nestor Morgan has worked in media and communications for over 13 years, the last 8 of which he focused on social media, strategic communications, and public relations. Robert Morgan is a past student of Garvey Messiah High School and Clarendon College. He is from the Woodhall community in Clarendon and graduated with a BA in History from the University of the West Indies in 2004. Robert later acquired a LLB from the University of London. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon it is my pleasure to introduce to our guest speaker, Mr. Robert Nestor Morgan. Put your hands together and make him welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or is it a good morning? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me, first and foremost. Interestingly, I'm a past student of the UCC, something that many people do not remember. I got my LLB by coming to classes here. So for me, the UCC has a special place in my heart. So thank you for the invitation to speak today at this momentous occasion, probably one of the most important occasions in your lives as persons interested in the betterment of yourselves through academics. I want to give regard to the UCC Academy Principal Director, Mr. Everton Price, and the President, Professor Dennis Gale, and also UCC Academy Vice President, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson, Graduation Coordinator, Mrs. Patricia Perry, UCC Chaplain Pastor Samuel Lewis, valedictorians Miss Ernestine Dennis, Miss Alicia Wedderburn, Miss Venetia Perry, Miss Tenise Gale. Graduates, good morning. It is an honor to be in your virtual presence today at such a great milestone in your lives. Several years ago, you stepped through the gates of UCC not knowing what to expect. Many of you, like myself, when I came here, didn't even know how you would make it through. But here you are, sitting before us virtually as graduates. Congratulations to you all. Despite the many obstacles you've faced throughout these years, especially the challenges of the global COVID pandemic, you have prevailed and demonstrated your potential. I was once a graduate. Well, actually more than once. I was a graduate on several occasions. So I know how excited you are to receive this degree or other accreditation and move on to the next place in your life. Majority of you did not make it this far by doing it alone. Therefore, I must extend gratitude and congratulations to the families and friends who assisted you on this journey. I'm sure you're very proud. Graduation is an important element in every student's life. It is the moment you realize you've made it. The long nights, the tears on your pillow, the hungry days weren't for nothing. You've made it to this point. I know you've dreamt of this day, walking the stage, collecting your degree virtually, taking pictures, and celebrating it with your friends and family. Graduation signifies the closing of one chapter while the introduction of another. Your journey doesn't end here. This is the easy part. Well, some of you already know what you want to do tomorrow. Some of you have already sent applications to organizations. Some of you have not thought about it at all. But remember, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. On the question of this is the easy part, the reality is that UCC is a privileged institution where it caters greatly to persons at different levels of their life development. There are persons, I'm sure, in the graduating class who are professionals in their own regard. There are persons in the graduating class who are just entering the higher academic level. But everyone here has been impacted by what has been the most challenging period in the history of independent Jamaica. Everyone here must recognize, in my mind, the awesome responsibility that you now have in building a better country coming out of this pandemic. It is for this reason that this graduation is a significant event, not necessarily just because of your personal achievement, but because you will be the first graduating class that will have the opportunity to change Jamaica in the post-pandemic era. While we had graduations last year at the beginning of the pandemic, it is the first time that we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because we now have vaccines and we now understand more about the disease and the impact that it has had on our families, our children, our education system, and the world at large. This is a significant burden that is being placed on you. It is an unfair burden. But the question is, has any burden that is of any significance been fair? Many of you have struggled to find funding to come to UCC. Many of you have struggled between family, work, and studies. Unfair burdens. But you have persisted. Like diamonds, you have come out sparkling under pressure. But Jamaica asks you another favor, to bear another unfair burden. And that is to help us recover better post-COVID. It is a quest, it is a desire, it is a need, it is a demand that your country asks of you. That it is the one thing you can do that can not only assist your country, but assist you, your family, your children particularly, to have a better future. COVID-19 presents an amazing opportunity for us to reset our society and for us to reset our thinking as to how we move forward as a society. And many of you have acquired important academic qualifications that places you at the front line of determining how your society is shaped for the next 20 to 30 years. We acknowledge that Jamaica is not perfect. We acknowledge that the system of government we have is not perfect. We have seen incidents in the grill where people have been partying and there are questions about fairness. We have seen other incidents where police are arresting persons downtown and all over the place who are breaking the disaster risk management rule. So we know our society is imperfect. We know that there is unfairness. We know that there is inequity. But the question I ask of you today, which side of history are you going to stand on? Are you on the Jamaica of the past? Or are you excited that you have an opportunity to build a Jamaica of the future? I know which side I'm standing on. Do you know which side you're standing on? I know which side I'm standing on. I am with the future. I am excited to see young people, people of the middle age, who have gone and made the sacrifice to empower themselves through education so that they can have an opportunity to build themselves, build their families, build their economy, build their society. Because if every single person who collects a degree today or some form of qualification decides that every single day they're going to do one thing to improve the Jamaica of the future, you would be amazed at the significant change that takes place in the society. If each one of you decides that as of tomorrow, every day I'm going to do one specific thing to build a better Jamaica, to build a better community, to build a better family, to build better children, you would be amazed at the amazing change that takes place. As while your actions is singular, the collective action of all of you can have amazing, significant, and powerful impacts that will amaze you and transform your families, your children, your community, and the world. When Martin Luther King started his journey, I don't know if he asked himself, what will my legacy be when I get killed? He couldn't, obviously, because he had no idea what would happen in the future. When Nelson Mandela started his journey in the ghettos of South Africa, did he ask himself, what will happen to my legacy after spending 25 years in prison? He couldn't, because he had no idea that he would be spending 25 years in prison. When our founding fathers and our national heroes decided to fight against slavery, did Sam Sharp contemplate what would happen 200 years later when they put up his statue in Sam Sharp Square in Montego Bay? How would he be seen? He couldn't, because he had no idea what the future may hold. The point of my reasoning is that the simple actions that we do today can have significant impacts on our society and our people for hundreds of years to come. When Mandela was fighting for freedom, I do not contemplate that he was fighting for accolades. I do not think that Martin Luther King was doing it because he wanted us to name a day after him. I do not think that Sam Sharp was doing it because he wanted a statue in Sam Sharp Square, or he thought that maybe if I fight a little harder and get killed, I become a national hero. But their singular action, Martin Luther King, the March on Selma, Nelson Mandela fighting apartheid, Sam Sharp rallying men and women, human beings who were enslaved to fight for freedom, has all contributed to a world that is a much better place than it was when they were alive. They existed in crisis. The pain and suffering exacted on them and their people we as modern Jamaicans could never contemplate, many of us chopping cane or not being able to go into the front of KFC. We have to use the back door. Or a system where you were seen as less than everybody else in the society and you were confined to the ghettos of South Africa. We couldn't contemplate that. We are benefiting from the sacrifices of our forefathers. Some of them who never even thought that their sacrifice would have the impacts that they're having today. And it brings us back to the future that we have now. We are in a challenging circumstance as a society. Children have been disconnected from the formal education system for almost 2 years. There is a significant increase in psychological challenges with many persons in the society who are no longer able to hug their mothers or their fathers. Now think about if you, for the next 10 years, cannot hug your husband or wife. Now think about the impact that children are no longer able to hug their teachers or play with their friends at school. And understand the awesome challenges that we will face as a society going forward. But there is hope. Because just like our forefathers who were fighting challenges of segregation and slavery and racism, never contemplated what their singular action in fighting did, you, in doing something tomorrow to build a better country coming out of our greatest crisis of our generation, cannot contemplate how much impact that positive action will have on the lives of the future of our society. 100 years, 50 years, 10 years, 5 years, you never know. And imagine if every single one of you collectively, socially distant of course, decide to do one thing to change your country. So that this era will go down in the history of Jamaica as creating the platform for the greatest level of development our country has seen since independence. And maybe one day, UCC may put up a statue in front of their building in your honor. But you will never know. So the message I have for you today is, I am very happy that you have ascended to the pantheon of academic excellence. I am very happy that you have made your wives, your husbands, your children, your family proud, because this is a significant achievement. I am very happy that the mere fact of you collecting a higher level academic accolade signifies that you are thinking at a higher level than a large number of other persons in the society, and it places you now in a position of responsibility to whom much is given, much is expected. So my message to you today is one thing. Make a commitment as persons who are now at the upper echelons of intelligentsia within the society, the creme de la creme. Make a commitment that tomorrow morning I am going to do something to transform my society. I am going to do one thing to make myself distinguished from everyone else who is doing something negative in the society. Think about Mandela. Think about Martin Luther King. Think about Sam Sharp. They never thought that their one action could change the world. They never thought that their individual sacrifice could change the world. They never knew the impact 150, 10 years their action may have. But it did have an impact. And I am suggesting to you, I can guarantee you that if you consistently do something important to change your country, you will see the amazing impact. So I suggest, go forth, conquer the world, strive for excellence, strive for the betterment of your country, your community, your family, your children. And if you continue striving, as you have done now, you will see amazing results. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
We overcome. See them, them. Overcomer. You're an overcomer, comer. I want to see the overcomer, them. I want to see the overcomer, them. I want to see the overcomer, them. Experience challenges and dispatched obstacles from my way. How you respond will tell the outcome of your day. Ooh, yeah. Your attitude will determine your altitude. To reach God's promise, I'm on my way. Why, yeah. As I'm number, we now roll over. Here comes my testimony. Do you know who I am? I'm an overcomer. Ooh, Lord. And I'm standing really tall. I'm more than a conqueror. Even when my back's against the wall. I'm an overcomer. Ooh, Lord. And I'm standing really tall. So we more than just conquerors. Even with my back against the wall. Ostracized and criticized, friends and families even despised. See, I've been bound and trodden down. Sometimes lost my smile and even gained a frown. I know that that's some kind of teacher out here. Been depressed, distressed, heavy laden, even felt emptiness. Ooh, Lordy. But by the power of the Most High God, been delivered by His righteousness. Who are you? I'm an overcomer. And I'm standing really tall. I'm more than a conqueror. Even when my back's against the wall. Type it in the comments, type it in. I'm an overcomer. And I'm standing really tall. Say we more than a conqueror. If you overcome some things in your life, just start push it up, so. Hey, want to see the overcomer them. I 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 want to see the overcomer them. Overcomer, put your hands up now. We beg you put your hands up. Overcomer, put your hands up. Beg you push them way up top. See the overcomer them there. See the overcomer them there. See the overcomer them. I want to see the overcomer them. Want to see the overcomer them. Want to see the overcomer them. Me want to see the overcomer them. I'm an over. We overcome. We're standing tall. So we more than conquerors. More than conquerors. I say overcomer. We overcome. More than a conqueror. Yeah, more than a conqueror.
Our Executive Director of the UCC Group of Companies, Dr. Winston Adams, the Board of Management of the UCC Academy, including Principal Everton Price, members of staff of UCC Academy, parents and well-wishers, I present to you 408 graduates who have successfully completed their prescribed course of studies in the following programs: the Occupational Associate Degree Program, the Early College Advanced Placement Program, the Diploma in Business Administration Program, and the Career Advancement Program. We will present their names in that order. Six students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Business Process Outsourcing from the Satellite School at Buff Bay High School.
Kimarni Tisharni Anderson. Trevarn Ramon Anderson. Selena Nicola Archer. Kimaya Alicia Jackson. Renelia Reed. Kaysen Anthony Sterling.
Three students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management from the Satellite School at Edwin Allen High.
Kimarni Gawain Rose. Justin Antonia Hewitt. Sheldon Javel McLean.
Three students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate's degree in Restaurant Operations from the Satellite School at Edwin Allen High.
Chimoy Kedisha Caballero. Tea Marie Dixon. Damil Alicia King.
Nine students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management from the Satellite School at Guys Hill High.
Andre Prince Brown. Litchmore Aubrey Dunn. Yolanda Tayana Hare. Naisha Tishwana Hilton. Kishana Alicia McIntosh. Kimarni Robinson. Catrice Christopher Rose. Tricia Gay Walker. Georgette Adriana White.
Eight students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Business Process Outsourcing from the Satellite School at Penwood High.
Gavin Joseph Brown. Shamar Antonio Fraser. Oscar Joshua Harrison. Tiffany Alicia Lee. Adrian and Tony McLean. Melida Kenna McLean. Kayan Tatiana Anastasia Watson. Melinda Kayana Hewlett.
"31 students from Cohort 1 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Giovanni Orlando Arnold. Brittany Ashley Bailey. Giovanni Lee Beckford. Shanpal Sharmali Bennett. Alj Alric Bigby. Chevelle Antoinette Brown. Sean Michael Nicholas Cruikshank. Antoinette Nicole Davis. Ernestine Charlie Ann Dennis. Kimberly Elisa Douglas. Tunisia Talisa Elvie. Delano Javon Graham. Tabigale Brianna Jones. Ronicia Lexine Lindner. Alicia Vanessa Ebony Lindsay. Jenna Moya Giovanni Montague. Shanique Lamore Nelson. Rwanda Abijah Owena Parkins. Shante Nicola Rooms. Andrew Ian Robinson. Monique Wendy Rowe. Kemar David Samuels. Cheyenne Shamilia Satchel. Martina Shade Stevenson. Mia Aliyah Terrylong. Tishwa Tommy Thompson. Marshallee Andreen Willesey. Darnell Roshan Williams. Shamika Analia Williams. Shanice Elisa Wilson. Zideline Zidon Young. "58 students from Cohort 2 will receive the Occupational Associate degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Jordan Shamar Anderson. Dujante Alhad Barnett. Shandika Donna Marie Bennett. Patricia Latoya Bernard. Hannah K. Cherie Bygrave. Deidra Rhea Campbell. Kadia Cassandra Campbell. Martika Malik Clark. Audriana Alethea Cox. O'Connor George Crooks. Tonian Jessica Dean. Danica Renika Douglas, Kevon Akeem Joheni, Howard Rivaldo Elliott, Akeem Horace Esterine, Jordan Davian Eubanks, Daniel Janelle Perron, Ashley Abigail Fuller, Monique Michelle Godishaw, Jotham Johan Goldsmith, Abraham Lincoln Gordon, Nick Michael Gordon, Javian Ramon Grant, Shanice Grant, Chrisan Crystal Guthrie, Roshane Hansen, Waisha Amanda Hurd, Delana Johns, Nicholas Anthony Johnson, Odane Nakia Johnson, Shamari Anthony Johnson, David Xavier Lewis, Roberto Carlos Monroe, Yasana Morris, Yannick Julene Rallyford, Tonian Shavanique Richards, Taika Sushi Roach, Jovel Jaquan Robinson, Andriana Regina Rowe, Kenisha Alicia Rowe, Sashanique Joan Shepherd, Tyreek Matthew Sinclair, Kaninja Anthony Smith, Christina Alicia Smith, Mayan Antoinette Smith, Daybert John Spencer, Brianka Moisha Walters, Alicia Anne-Marie Wedderburn, Kavon Devon Williams, and Khalifa Nicholas Altamont Williams. A total of 16 students will receive the Diploma in Business Administration with distinction. They are Nashika Kimona Barrett, April Natalia Cummins, Vanessa Natasia Davis, Esther Ozarim Aikanior, Natalie Aldith Grant Campbell, Richard Paul Green, Shama Bettina Jackson Radlin, Heron Dwayne Johnson, Shamar Ashane Jones, Kadian Alethea Lloyd, Vanessa Perry, Carrie-Ann Latoya Pinnock Robinson, Ruthann Anicia Rutherford, Shadika Geraldine Sterling, Chevanese Anissa Shahadat, Sophia Michelle Stewart, a total of 21 students will receive the Diploma in Business Administration with merit. They are Adrian Anthony Bailey, Janelle Peter Gay Barnaby, Kimona Nashika Barrett, Joni Elizabeth Bell, Carrie-Ann Sophia Blair Cole, Frederick Ojani Brown, Andrea Crystal Chana, Kina Natasha Deslantis Brown, Natalie Nicola Daly, Glenroy Arlie Frey, Nicola Kefion Foster Carter, Arlene Andrea Gray, Miriam Delita Headley, Monisha Shahamara Mackenzie, Omain Omar Murphy, Shelly-Ann Latoya Nelson, Tosan Natasha Oliver, Keon Jason Shirley, Michael Jr. Smith, Delia Rose Thompson, Penika Atasha White, students will receive the Diploma in Business Administration with credit. Rashid Asif Balgoblin, Brandon George Keane Bennett, Shanna K. Nicole Blackwood, Menelik Brown, Giovanni Chanel Brown, Amanda Crystal Budram, Cleve Henry Shandapal, Jodian Mika Clark, Nikisha Loy Danvers, Nikoi Ariana Shakar Deeds, Bethia Roxanne Downer, Kifa Kareem Douglas, Tian Kimandra Dolet, O'Shane Altom Edwards, Dujon Sheldon Hibbert, Monique Ashley Carr, Sasha Lee Anush James, Lionel Orville Lake, Shanice Vanessa Lewis, Marika Cecilia Makati, Natasha Mitchell, Jerome Damian Perkins, Andrew Tennyson Honal, Jamara Perch, Javorn Huran, Dwayne Landy Rowe, Shamoya Tricia Rowe, Stefano Theodore Samuels, Karen Antoinette Stewart, Tevin Donovan Thompson. A total of 32 students will receive the Diploma in Business Administration with pass. Chanel Alfred, Nicholas Marcon Beckford, Rajiv Ramon Blake, Dexter Dean Brown, Shakinia Butler, Clive Alfonso Clark, Karen Angela Polk, Sheena Samantha Coleman, Joel P. Dowse, Lashawna Janelle Beth Green, Huntley Alaric Harrison, Sherman Wayne Earl Howell, Shadu Carlton Hyde, Aldino Rivaldo Mantok, Keisha Shanika Martin, Janelle Yannick McGregor, Carice Adicia McPherson, Maurice Orlando McCoy, Linika Brittany Morgan, Andrew George Peter, Crystal Anne-Marie Rose, Camille Donnet Samuels, Jadine Renee Scott, John Fitzgerald Spencer, Susan M. Smith, Ramona Smith, Lorian Alicia Somerville, Chantel Marie Spike, Sharika Amoy Taylor, Jolene Jessica Thompson, Craig Warren Williams, Javon Alex White. A total of 18 students completed the Computer Servicing and Support course with an NC-TVET Level 2 certification. Dario Davon Ashley, Shamar Jason Barrett, Shanpal Sharmali Bennett, Alj Alric Bigby, Rolando Orlando Brown, Brittany Shade Bryan, Tevin Orain Campbell, Craig Kevin Deere, Chantel Fox, Chadrick Jason Fuller, Chauncey Enrique Lightburn, Daniel Ashley Simone Murdoch, Chanel Shania Robinson, Ramona Smith, Shanice Trisha Tate, Denicia Wyndham, a total of 23 students also participated in the Computer Repairs Technician course. DeAndre Robert Bartlett, Malik Benson, Brandon Roger Brown, Querido Anthony Charlton, Akeem Christopher Christie, Omar Alvin Jr. Coley, Carey Richard Ellis, Anthony Matiko Ferrigon, Tahira Deandra Ford, Leighton Francis, Julian Canute Godfrey, Devonte Malik Gonzalez, Ashoni Javon Gray, Travel Hardware, Felicia Donnelly Henry, Tahiri Keliha Hurd, Ramon Ramain Hudson, Christoph Francois Lee, Jordan Tawane O'Connor, Frederick Anthony Payne, Malik Otis Ferron Samuels, Javar Williams, 24 students completed the Customer Engagement Operations course with an NCTVET Level 2 certification. They are Amanda Monique Adlam, Tanisha Makezia Allen, Whitney Cillian Barrett, Kevin Anthony Beckford, Carlon Kathleen Bull, Zidine Antonio Borrell, Winston Romario Campbell, Bradley Alec Brandon Chung, Giselle Chantal Cookhorn, Raquel Brittany Denton, Tamika Ashley Duncan, Tremaine Wayne Hamilton, Kayla Tiffany King, Okila Mekilia Shaniqua Marshall, Sekai Nadia Khalifa Myers, Alicia Joel Nisbeth, Amelia Afa Oliver, Amoy Antoinette Pink, Lashon Mahalia Sashay Reed, Diana Anadine Reynolds, Charda Shamara Robinson, Shenori Safino Sterling, Cleon Akeem Thompson, O'Shane Martin Williams. Six students also participated in the Customer Engagement Operations course. Akila Rihanna Campbell, Tiana Abigail Edwards, Horace Hiron McNeil, Anik Zara Scott, Sacer Alicia Walters, Kiwane Zeminis. A total of 10 students completed the Marketing and Promotions Sales Representative course with a NCTVET Level 2 certification. Jadine Janelle Banista, Kayla Sian Simone Brown, Tiffany Evelyn Joyce Bryan, Kadian Candice McLean, Michaela Deja McDonald, Chanel Alicia Salmon, Donnae Ashagay Simpson, Amanda Ashley Spalding, Dacia Armadian White, Tajay Alex Wright McClue, 17 students also participated in the Marketing and Promotions Sales Representative course. Sashani Bogle, Kavon Giovanni Boris, Shamil Emil Crookson, Peter Robert Davy, Nicholas Derek Gooden, Nicholas Akeem Hall, Janet Alisa Hines, Shaveen Shante McLeod, Nathaniel Samuel Mitchell, Marissa Donay Mundi, Tyra Monique Reese, Zoe Kathika Reed, Kenut Neville Rushy, Dijon Arthur White, Leslie Arania Williams, Delano Rianio Wilson, Alicia Maria Wright. In the 2019 to 2020 academic year, 41 students participated in the Computer Servicing and Support course. Javon O'Shane Anderson, Shelton Britton, Aldane Brown, Derek Oliver Brown, Jonathan Mark Anthony Brown, Jahil Bryan, Dante Anthony Kramer, Chad Ronaldo Cunningham, Crystal Daly, Hakeem Justin Durant, Raheem Austin Durant, Kwame Claudius Evans, Jasher Richard Fisher, Leighton St. Jude Maurice Francis, Mika Alexander Henry, Andre Hines, Fitzroy Nico Honeygan, Omoy Genevieve Kimberly Howard, Michael Nathan Lindsay, Cadian Allison Mason, Omarian Justin McCullough, Joanne McCurdy, Kimani McLean, Simon McLean, O'Shane McNabb, Kahim Anthony Donjay Miller, Daniel Ashani Nicholson, Shamoy Ormsby, Jaheim Rose, Odell Tyrese Christopher Russell, Annalise Steen, Jaheim Stewart, Itai Elijah Silver, Andre Kassim Thomas, Shamar Thomas, Marquis Anthony Thorpe, Celine Moisha Truperi, Philip Ray Watson, Raheem Watson, Malik Tyrese Quillox, Antoine Wyndham, students completed a Customer Engagement Operations course with a NCTVET Level 2 certification. Kana Shadia Barracks, Alex Devonte Brown, Shanae Richan Brown, Rivando Shamar Tajay Lindsay, Jamari Jared Neal, Shania Nicolene Nugent, Ricardo Powell, Bethany Marceline Slack, Jasmine Amika Smiling, Brittany Samantha Smith, Tyrese Stewart, Tanique Tashoya Tucker, Brianna Giselle Walker, Monique Petrona Walker, students also participated in the Customer Engagement Operations course. Shaina Taina Brooks, Fiona Deidre Campbell, Kajose Shanner Campbell, Tony-Ann Peter Gale Dawson, Zoe East, Jordan Eubanks, Nia Gordon, Shakira Amanda Gordon, Shanice Grant, Garfield Orlando Mantle, Horace McNeil, Kimaya Parchment, Jessica Ramonia Williams. Students completed the Marketing and Promotions course with NCTVET Level 2 certification. Talicia Natalia Coley, Brianna Natalia Davis, Tanise Priscilla Gale, Tamara Shaheen Gordon, Chesgay Johnson, Matthew Nathaniel Lindsay, Kimarley Morris, Beyonce Ashanti Nelson, Xavier Tawana Tate, Christina Taylor, Jada Lee Michelia Walters, students also participated in the Marketing and Promotions course. Brianna Jane Barnett, Shayong Peter Gay Claw, Gracia Stacia Atola Collins, Nika Shanika Coos, Dania Martina Croswell, Ronvaldo Theron Donegal, Abigail Ranike Edwards, Shay Rachel Grant, Conrad Jr. Nash, Malik Rashad Swell, Nasilia Geneva Thomas, Xavier Zidon Tucker, Ajani Haroldo Anthony Vassar, Waisha Sophia Ward, Ramona Giselle Webley. These are the 2021 graduating students of UCC Academy. The special awards are as follows. In the Occupational Associate Degree Program, highest GPA, Alicia Wedderburn, Cohort 2, and Ernestine Dennis, Cohort 1. Most Outstanding Leader, Patricia Bernard. Most Outstanding Female, Cohort 1, Kimberly Douglas. Most Outstanding Male, Kamar Samuels. Most Rounded Male, Javian Grant. Cohort 2, Giovanni Arnold, Cohort 1. Most Rounded Female, Andriana Cox. Most Rounded Student Male, O'Connor Crooks. Most Improved Student, Delana Johns. Most Industry Ready Student, Giovanni Arnold, Cohort 1, Havon Williams, and Jordan Eubanks, Cohort 2. Outstanding Student, Cohort 6, Andrew Peter. Cohort 11, Richard Green. Cohort 12, Arlene Gray. In the CAP program, highest achiever, highest performer goes to Tanise Gale. Most Outstanding Leader, Andre Hines. In the Diploma program, highest performer, Venetia Perry.
Hey, somebody Somebody just message somebody and say, you are the change that the world is looking for. Somebody say, I am the change. Yeah, 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 yeah. I am the change. Yeah, 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 yeah. And search in the mirror. Mirror, mirror, mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror. Here comes the king. Say, are we living in a selfish world with self-centered women, boys and girls? Talking self-pity, seeking self-justice. Every human come subscribe to this. Choose to help others, don't be self-serving. Better to give than receive, it's more rewarding. Born to lead in an area of gifting. No excuse, walk in your calling. We are the change. We want to see, oh yeah, we can change the world. It takes you and me. I am the change that I want to see, oh yeah. Watch me change the world, cause the change is in me. I said the answer's in the mirror. Mirror, 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 mirror. The mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh yeah. Answer's in the mirror. Mirror. The mirror, 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 mirror. It's not a black and white thing, but a dark and light thing. Ignorance them highlight, knowledge them fighting. But get this right, king, you're not a peasant, you're a king. Stop fussing over dirt, which is the color of the skin. Greater than your outside, image that's within. The character like this, lightning you're shining. Don't conform, be transformed. World changers, rise up, rise up, rise up. Now, we are the change, yeah. We want to see, oh yeah, we can change the world. Teachers change the world. I am the change, yeah, that I want to see, oh yeah. Let's go change the world. Let's go on and go change the world. Say the answer's in the mirror. In the mirror. The mirror, 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 mirror. I said the answer's in the mirror. Don't point a finger, hurt the mirror, say hello, take a look. Tell me what you see. Don't point a finger, one comes back at me. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Say that again. The answer's in the mirror. In the mirror. In the mirror, mirror, mirror. Oh yeah. I said the answer's in the mirror. In the mirror. It's in the mirror. We are the change we want to see. We can change the world. It's Casey, you and me. We are the change, yeah. We want to see, oh yeah. We can change the world. It's Casey, you and me. We are the change, yeah. We want to see. We can change the world. It takes you and me. Tell somebody, we are the change, yeah. We want to see. We can change the world. It takes you and me.
Principal of the UCC Academy,
Mr. Everton Price.
Vice Principal of the Academy,
Dr. Lilith Tomlinson.
Program Coordinator of the UCC Academy,
Mistress Patricia Perry.
Distinguished Guest Speaker,
the Honorable Robert Morgan.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Other distinguished guests, staff and faculty of the UCC Academy. Fellow graduates,
ladies
and gentlemen. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us in our celebration.
I am Ernestine Dennis.
And my name is Kemar Samuels.
We are a proud graduate of the class of 2019 at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. We completed the Occupational Associate degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. UCC is our pathway to success. Logistics is creating another path to success.
As I sat down one Sunday afternoon to prepare the speech and figured out what to say, I thought to myself, how did we get to this point? Therefore, without going any further, we must express our gratitude and appreciation to our educators and the Ministry of Education who provided this opportunity at UCC Academy.
This program and this academy has been a beacon of hope for me and many of my fellow graduates. Many of us doubted that we would have an associate degree or a degree under our belts, sitting proudly on our resumes.
We entered the program as the very first cohort of the occupational associate degree without any knowledge of what is ahead in our studies in logistics and supply chain management.
As we flowed from point A, moving into the depths of our journey, gathering our precious cargoes for success, we faced many challenges, barriers, and time constraints that pushed us to choose our necessary canals. Finally, that journey took us to our destination, point B, which is the fulfillment of our academic goals and aspiration. One thing was clear. We couldn't have done it without each other, my fellow graduates.
Being at this institution for 3 years has been a memorable experience for me, and I know my fellow graduates can agree. From the preparation for all those presentations, group works, and long essays, to living our best lives on the North Coast and enjoying YS Falls, for assignment purposes, of course. These experiences have helped to mold us into the confident, independent, and intelligent individuals we are today. Yes, we had fun and excitement throughout our academic journey.
However, as we continue to move forward to break new grounds, we need to keep that energy and passion in order to be bold and to make a difference within ourselves for a better future. Leaving the safety blanket of school to apply for our dream jobs and going on those interviews hasn't always been an easy step, but we owe it to ourselves and our support system, whether it was our mothers or our best friends, to go out there and face the unknown for a chance to be great.
We are ready and equipped for the journey ahead with our experience and knowledge. Today, I say to you, go forward into the world and be brave.
Be adventurous.
And take the necessary risk to fulfill your dreams.
Thank you.
Principal of the UCC Academy,
Mr. Everton Price,
Vice Principal of the UCC Academy,
Dr. Lilith Tomlinson,
Program Coordinator in the UCC Academy,
Mrs. Patricia Perry,
Distinguished Guest Speaker,
the Honorable Robert Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, other distinguished guests, staff and faculty of the UCC Academy, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alicia Wedderburn.
And I am Akeem Esterine.
And it is indeed an honor to address this accomplished batch of graduates of the UCC Academy. Through the highs and lows and the many memorable experiences gained, we are here together to celebrate this wonderful achievement. And to you all I say, congratulations. We know, of course, so win or rise and boast.
So firstly, we must thank God for the journey and the earnings, as a lot of life-changing lessons we learned has molded us into the persons that we have become today. For those of us who knew we could not have done it on our own, we are indeed aware of the gratitude that is a must. I express thanks and gratitude, therefore, to the staff and administrators who ensured our program ran smoothly. Thanks goes out to all the lecturers who imparted their knowledge in strategic ways so that we can say in our minds that we are nurtured and we are therefore equipped with the necessary skill set to take us into the next journey in our lives. And to everyone who adjusted to the new norm brought to us by the pandemic and ensure that this moment becomes a reality, our heart goes out to you. We, the graduating class of 2021, would like to say a big, big thank you to you all. My fellow graduates, after all those semesters of stressful tests and assignments, we made it.
We fought so many silent battles and kept on smiling. All the skills and knowledge instilled in us by our lecturers will surely prove to be immensely valuable in our future endeavors. Graduates, giving back does not have to be something you do when you're older. Giving back is something you can do right now. Let us have a clear vision so that we can make positive contributions in our society. Even after this tremendous milestone, we must ensure that we do not get comfortable. Be a constant learner and embrace change. Keep working on yourself. Celebrate each success, no matter how small. And whatever you choose to embark upon hereafter, make progress no matter how slow. While you're making progress, stay motivated so that you don't lose sight of the end goal. At one point, I wanted to give up on this degree program. But after a good cry and some encouraging words from a lecturer, I decided to keep going. At that time, looking back at how far I've come and realizing how close I was to the finish line, I knew I could not allow anything else to deter me. I now know that if I had given up then, I would only be left to dream of the possibilities.
Maybe some of you have thought of giving up many times, but with perseverance, you kept on going. As a result, we are here celebrating this achievement together. I commend all of you for sticking with the journey while trusting the process and fighting to overcome your challenges. Again, congratulations, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Principal of the UCC Academy,
Mr. Everton Price, JP.
Vice Principal of the UCC Academy,
Dr. Lily Tomlinson.
Program Coordinator of the UCC Academy,
Mrs. Patricia Perry.
Distinguished guest, the Most Honorable Robert Morgan,
Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information.
Other distinguished guests,
staff and faculty of the UCC Academy,
fellow graduates,
ladies and gentlemen,
good morning.
I am pleased and honored to be here to deliver the valedictory speech for the diploma graduating class. Welcome and a big congratulations to the graduates on reaching this milestone. As we come to the end of this present chapter, we move forward to the beginning of a new one. I have learned that working and studying is not an easy task to accomplish. Not saying it cannot be done, because graduates, we have done so, and you can too. We have to applaud and be inspired by those who have achieved great things before us and lend our support to those who are currently engaged in the work-study balancing act. There was a time when we would never have guessed that the process of teaching and learning would be carried out online. But guess what? Thanks to the great COVID-19 for making this happen. Honestly, I do not think I would be here today if this were not the case. The pandemic has brought both good and bad things for us all. As they say, behind every cloud is a silver lining. Every experience is a learning process, and the time we spent doing our courses has taught us something valuable, which we can forever use in our everyday life, now and in the future.
We have to celebrate that we have successfully completed the journey. Isn't it a great feeling? Another life goal checked off on our list. This is not the final step, but a step closer to achieving great and unimaginable goals. I know for sure when we look towards the future, we see ourselves going places we may have never imagined. Every day we spent at a class must be seen as a life lesson for each graduate. We all have had our memorable moments throughout this journey. Wouldn't you agree? We could not have arrived at this stage of our life without the help of some very important persons. Each graduate's situation may vary. It may have been your mother, father, brother, sister, child, spouse, lecturers, co-worker, and the list goes on. All I'm saying is that whomever that person is who have been there to give you support and motivation, I want to show much respect, appreciation, and acknowledge them by giving them a round of applause. Nevertheless, we must give the highest praise to the Almighty God, because this was possible with His help. We have completed this milestone, and it is a wonderful feeling. There's a quote that states that the sky is the limit, but our limit should be further than the sky, and with that being said, you can reach for the stars.
Fellow graduates, we are an inspiration to others, and we must encourage others to travel this path and accomplish greater goals. Let the words of Gabriel Gifford resonate in your mind. Be bold, be courageous, be your best, because only your best is good enough. And that is the reason we are here today. I wish everyone all the very best for the future. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Principal of the UCC Academy, Mr. Everton Price, JP. Vice Principal of the Academy, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson. Program Coordinator in the UCC Academy, Mrs. Patricia Perry. Distinguished Guest Speaker, the Honorable Robert Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Other distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years ago, we came to the CAP program at the UCC Academy with dreams and aspirations. Today, we are leaving with even bigger ambitions. All of us had different backgrounds when we came here, but now we are leaving as proud students from the same university with a common wish to be successful. As I say this, I feel a heavy heart. We will have to leave the comfortable premises of our UCC Academy at Oxford Terrace campus and at Worthington campus, and things will change. All of us are gearing up for the next phase of our life with passion and dedication to make it big in Jamaica in times to come. I have realized that external factors cannot define me. The committed facility at UCC Academy gave all of us direction to move forward in life and have constantly encouraged us, and we thank them all. On this day, we stand together as respectable graduates of UCC Academy, and I am sure that in the future, we will make it proud. Many congratulations, fellow graduates, and to all my friends, wishing everyone good luck for the future. God bless you all.
Graduates of the class of 2021 of the UCC Academy and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I rise to express thanks and appreciation on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. First of all, to our esteemed guest speaker, the Honorable Robert Nesta Morgan, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, for finding the time in his very busy schedule to be with us this morning and for his inspiring and heartfelt address. Thank you, sir. Thanks to the Principal, Director of the Academy, Mr. Everton Price, for presenting the 2021 Principal's Report on the activities, challenges, accomplishments, successes, and exciting future direction of the UCC Academy. The graduating class of 2021 is happy to have been part of the continuing success of the Academy, and we wish that it will grow from strength to strength in the years ahead. Thank you, Principal Price. Thanks go out also to the President of the UCC, Professor Dennis Gale, and to Mr. Michael Parker, Vice President of Investment at Guardian Life Jamaica Limited, for bringing greetings on behalf of their respective institutions. We are indeed grateful for your words of encouragement. Today's class of graduates wishes to thank also the Vice Principal of the UCC Academy, Dr. Lilith Tomlinson, Programs Manager, Mrs. Patricia Perry, Chaplain of the UCC Group of Companies, Pastor Samuel Lewis, members of the Board of Directors of the UCC Academy, and the entire community of the UCC and the UCC Academy. This vote of thanks would not be complete without an expression of hardcore thanks and appreciation to the entire faculty and staff of the UCC Academy who worked tirelessly to develop our competencies in order to bolster our employability. No amount of thanks is too much for you. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. To our parents, guardians, friends, and members of our respective communities, we say a big thank you for your support, sacrifice, and love throughout this journey. You will always be in our hearts. I close by thanking and saluting everyone for the hard work and dedication shown to us throughout the years. And most of all, we thank you for the leadership and dedication you continue to show towards the institution in order to strengthen its core vision and mission. I close with the words of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who said, "The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night." My fellow graduates, I say a big congratulations on a job well done. Thank you all for making our virtual graduation ceremony a success.
you.